Hello, my name is Adam. Today we're going to look at how to zone your appointment book, allowing you to see clearly what appointments need to go where and what areas of the day need to be blocked for cleaning. Firstly, I'm going to show you how to add the appointment book quick services. It is the drop-down list on the appointment book window I'm referring to here. During this period, you may want to add some new services that are more relevant to the appointment types and lengths. I will leave the recommended services at the end of this video, but they are also on the guide we sent out. I will show you how to add one of them now. Go to Configure and Services, click +1 in the bottom left, and at the top of this window you'll be asked for a code. Please type in the code of the service. I'm going to use the example of Assess FF, which is a 1 hour face-to-face visit. In the description, add what the service is for, so in this case, face-to-face. Simply being an appointment service and not a charting item, we are going to leave most of the options here and simply tick this box. List in appointment book quick services. We do not need an appointment category as such, as we will identify this with clinics, but we do need an amount of time. This appointment has been recommended by the NHS to be set to an hour with an hour's clean-up time. You can either make this appointment 2 hours long, or make it an hour and set an hour's worth of block clean-up time later. I'll show you how to do that shortly. I'm just going to add an hour and block the clean-up time on the appointment book. Once you have done this, just go to DMF category and change this to none. Then press OK. If another box pops up saying you have not set a den plan category, then just press continue here. Go back to the appointment book and double click. You should now see the new service code in the list. Repeat this process for each of the services recommended. Next, we're going to look at how to add clinics or blocks into the system. To add either of these, simply right-click on the column you wish to add the block or clinic. We are going to look at blocks first, so click Add Block. The new window will appear. In this box at the top is where the description is held. You can manually type one, but alternatively, if you click on the lines, you can create a new block and assign a colour. Simply click on the +1 in the bottom right, and then add your description. So in this case, Clean Up. You can then select a colour you want to associate with this block. The default is grey, but I'm going to assign yellow to this block. Once you have done this, press OK till you are left with the original window. Add the from and to time that you want the block to show. There is also an option to have a repeat interval, so you can have the block repeat every so many days. You will need a start and end date for this to work. However, I think under these circumstances, it will not be necessary, as blocks will most likely be added with appointments. Again, there is also an option to add the block to all providers, but I would imagine blocks will be added on an individual basis in this instance. Once you've completed setting up your block, press OK to complete the block, and you should see it appear on the appointment book. Next, let's look at how to set up a clinic. Clinics are hashed areas on the appointment book designed to help you see at a glance what areas of the day you can book specific kinds of appointments. To set up a clinic is very similar to a block. You simply right-click and instead go to Add Clinic. You'll get a new window pop up again, but this one has an additional box at the bottom. We are going to start here. This can assign a colour, but also an appointment category. Click in the box and again on the lines next to it. Press +1 in the bottom right and add your new category. I'm going to use face-to-face appointments for this. The idea here being that you can only book face-to-face appointments in this area. Add your colour and then press OK. Press OK again, and this will fill the box and also the description at the top. Like the blocks, you can now simply add your times in. You are more likely to want to use the repeat intervals here, so to use these, set your start date, then an end date. The repeat interval number represents the amount of days between repeats, so one day will be every day. Please note this will include weekends as well. Every 7 days will be once a week. So if you wanted every Monday, make sure the start date is a Monday, and then select every 7 days, and it will repeat every Monday. For this example, I'm going to select every day for the next month. Once you have done this, press OK. You should now see the clinic added to the book. In regards to the blocks, you can of course just extend the length of the appointment for face-to-face appointments. This would be as an alternative to adding a block to allow for clean-up time. Lastly, when creating a block or clinic, you can right-click and then drag to extend the amount of time you want.
the same way you'd left click and drag to add an appointment. This will save you having to add the times into the window afterwards. Here are the examples you may want to consider adding to the Appointment Book Quick services as shown at the start of the video. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember to look at the other videos to set up the practice for emergency appointments. Thanks for watching.